Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my single player LP series. And today, first things first, I had some problems with the villager breeder. See, I was thinking I would be smart and collect these carrots, and I was checking to see, if the, wow, it's loading. A little bit sluggish. Yeah, we're still loading. I was seeing if you could have both and still be able to use the rails, and I tested it over here. I couldn't use the cart, so I had to move it. But it does collect the carrots, and then do that. And then up top, there was a bit of an incident here. When that farmer's over there. When I built that, I had blocks in those gaps there. And unfortunately, when they popped out of bed, they were popping out on top of my tube. And so both of the villagers that were up there ended up in there. And I had brought on my other account. I'm going to need this. I did bring on my other account to help try and see what all would happen. And I ended up using creative with that account to put 2 villagers in there. So I was thinking, as punishment, as penance, the price is 2 blocks of emeralds, 2 blocks of diamonds. Don't do it again. Anyways, on to the next activity. I put this wall up because I found that some of the villagers were escaping. I think what was going on is that the farmer was breeding with the guys in the tube there, and the baby would pop out on top of the beds and then run off the side somewhere. Although it might just be them glitching through glass, I'm not sure. Not sure which one of those it is, but one of those. I was thinking today I'll need to run back to upstairs because I'm gonna need my campfires. I was thinking what we might do is prepare for the iron farm that I want to put in. Let's see, I'm not sure where I put those things. I don't know. Miscellaneous decorative? There they are. Gonna need to remove the bees, although bottles. Do I have bottles? Where would I put the bottles? Let's see. I don't know. Nether brick, science, lighting, glass, gold, iron. I had some bottles. I don't know where I put them. Might be over here in a miscellaneous chest. Yeah. Go on those. Go ahead and collect the honey that's there, but need to move my bees. Actually, the better time to do this would probably be at night rather than during the day. Nope. There. That's why you always carry a silk touch. I forgot to do something. Silly me, I brought all these bottles and didn't use them. I'm gonna wait for these guys to go back in. Also, I'm gonna pick up the other fires because we don't want to burn them either. Time to reshuffle everything again. Ow. It's not an X, so it takes a little bit longer, and I think when you use the tool that doesn't go to a thing, it uses extra durability. Good, that means at least most of them have bees in them. or they should have bees in them. I don't really know where I want to put it, but I need to move it for now. And 3 bottles of honey. It would be more, but somebody forgot to grab it first. Let's see, miscellaneous decorative. I'm thinking I'll throw all of that into the miscellaneous just for the time being. That's right, I have my bottles as well. Anyways, I've been debating on whether or not I want to bother with using the chunk loader that you can do. I'm not entirely sure exactly how I want to position this thing either, because I don't want to be too far away from the spawn, but I also don't want it to be like crammed in here either. I'm thinking over here would be good, and I don't have any way of marking my spot or anything. Excellent planning there. Wait, no, we want torches are fine, grass is not. I think right here will work, this chunk. Anyways, I was thinking I would start with the collection area, actually. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky, because the design I have in mind, I mismeasured, and part of it needs to be expanded further, but whatever, we'll get to that. Might have to play not full screen mode for this, so I'm going to go ahead and get to where I have that part in place. Well, the kill chamber, I suppose it would be. Maybe some hoppers under it, and some temporary chests. Not that it, well, whatever hoppers I have, I might not be able to do that. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, so at the bottom of my farm that I've got in my creative world, I actually have a source block of water flowing to just 3 hoppers. This one, I don't think I'm going to need that. I do think, however, I don't have enough signs on hand. Since this is all hoppers. I'm not sure why it comes to that, but that's where it comes to. And what I'm thinking is do a height of 80 or so. Although I think I'm going to have to go fetch a second bucket of lava. And I was right, we don't have enough signs. Of course we don't, because why would we? On the plus side, the catchment tray is large enough to where there's actually no signs. It's actually supposed to be the right size to where the water just flows to the end and then it just stops. Let's see, signs. Great prepping there. Anyways, with the actual spawning area, I want it to be fairly high up so that the village and it don't interfere with each other. Anyways. Before I do that, let's see, 64, 74, that'd be 74, 80. What if I go that much higher up? I'm gonna do this on one corner, but I'll have to fill in the glass all the way up. But I'm thinking have them drop down so that I can watch. I'm thinking 80 more blocks ought to be fine. I don't have enough glass to glass it all the way at the moment. Yeah, that should tell you how well prepared I am for this. I just threw my sand in before I started this recording clip. But I'm thinking put it up here. It should be out of range for that whole village. I mean, this is just up to the catchment tray, so... because we were well prepared and it's getting to be nighttime. It's close enough. We ought to be able to just go to bed up here, but I think I'm going to work on try and get the whole tray part built. This could take some time, but I'll be right back. And a couple of hours of block placing later. I knew it was going to take a long time, but it was a little bit longer than I had anticipated. Basically, I've got most of what I need to put in place. I do remember that in my creative world that I have on my other monitor, this is actually not far enough over that way. And I still have to get the spawning platforms and the beds with the workstations and the cauldrons with the zombies and name tags and all that stuff. And I don't quite have the drop chute all the way up. I still got glass cooking up, but it's not quite ready yet. And it's not quite all the way. But I think what I'm going to do is do another cut and see about getting the workstations and everything together, and also maybe actually build the spawning pads along with the parts with the beds. And I'll see you guys in a little while. Probably another couple of hours my time. And I brought you guys back because I don't know about anybody else, but that's just satisfying. I've got the tube all the way up. There shouldn't be anything in these chests because it would have burned in the lava if it fell. But I now have the catchment platform completed. And I've used all the cauldrons I have. The next steps will be to put the... Wow, that was a lot. Get the iron golems in. Or not the iron golems, the zombies. That's what we need. So on the original is in my creative world, the lowest platform is only 5 blocks wide instead of the full 8. Which means that I have to use signs for that part, just so the water doesn't end up flowing down into the lava and making obsidian on me. Don't want that. I also have the first 2 sections done, except for the water and the zombies and villagers, because that's going to take quite a while, but I'm not sure how long this video is, so I may pause here for a moment. But I've got everything except for the water that is on the spawn platform. But I got the little chamber, the 3 little beds, and I got it for the 2 cauldrons that I have. Anyways, I'm going to pause here for a moment and see how long we're actually at. Hold on. Alright, so we're only about 12 minutes worth of recorded footage here. That'd be a little bit too short, even for my taste. So, what I was thinking I might do is go check on my villagers and stuff first here, before I get too crazy. Also, the slime farm down here, which is... I'm pretty sure I'm about out of range. Ow. Ow, itch! Not the most... It's more protective when I'm not like 100 plus blocks in the air. Go ahead and check on all the things, see what's actually been running and what hasn't. Yeah, not been running very much. There will probably be a gunpowder farm at some point in the future, just not yet. And sugarcane's been producing. I've been trying to come over here and check on this thing frequently. I don't want to end up with like hundreds of villagers running around everywhere. Yeah, it sounds like they might still be breeding. I hear carrot shop. Oh, yep, there's a little guy. Yep, that's grown too. I was worried about that. I was wondering if the carrots would end up there or if they would go into the chest. Looks like they're going into the chest like they're supposed to. That's good. Okay. I have some ideas on something else to do for a little bit longer, but unfortunately, I think that most of nope, not the room. Most of what I have in mind, I'm probably not going to be able to do right now this minute. Slime blocks, yeah, I didn't think there'd be enough for that. Anyways, let us go drop some stuff off. 15 minutes, a little bit shorter than the previous. The previous couple of episodes have ended up being 25 plus minutes long. Put all the scaffolding away, put that in there, put that in there. Put that away. Actually, we need to go repair some stuff, because, yeah, our wings are starting to look... That's one of the drawbacks of a large biomes world type. You're flying everywhere, and everywhere is much further apart, so you have to repair it more often. Earlier, when I went and fetched a second bucket of water here, there were some bad things in the nether from the overworld. They seem to have dissipated. Oh, nope. There you are. Anyways, I've been just flying over there. I don't have to worry too awfully much about the latency issue that caused me to die repeatedly on Season 3, because this is single player. I have a portal over there now for the Guardian farm that I haven't done anything with yet. I haven't even slayed the Elder Guardians yet. My thinking is that at some point, I want to have it be a centralized portal in between all the places. Somewhere closer to the Ocean Monument, which is that way. That way a little bit. Before we go repair, yeah, it's right over there. And then the all hostile farm is over that way. What I'm thinking about doing for the creeper farm is, instead of using cats, my idea was to do the other design where you have sticky pistons and then an iron trapdoor on the top of it. And it'd basically be identical to that one, except for I was thinking put it lower down. Put it near the sugarcane too, or put the sugarcane near to that. Just to make everything a little bit faster. Yeah, a couple more minutes here shouldn't hurt to make the episode a little bit longer. Part of my latency issue right now is the fact that I've got more than one Minecraft instance open. My computer doesn't like that very well. Anyways, before we go deaf, hostile creatures are already down. Let's turn the main volume down too. We're deaf enough as it is. No, what am I doing? Oh, the XP source. See, the wings aren't going to take nearly as long to heal as the pick will, because I've been slicing away at the blocks when I place them. Well, not just when I place them, but I've been using them to say, okay, so this is where we need to go, so we need a block over here in order to place it on. Cue that over into the void. I kind of figured 3 double chests of ender pearls should be more than plenty. I think we got all the XP. Alright. Turn that back up. Hostile creatures is still really low, but it should be alright. In any event... And I am prepped for a wither boss. Down here, I just haven't got the skulls just yet. Have a quick nap. I'm thinking that the next step, the next thing I want to do with the iron farm is put the zombies in first. Mostly because there's water over there that goes over their heads. I only have the 2 ready to go, but what I'm thinking is that I want to go ahead and get at least those 2 going so I can get some iron going so that I can finish this thing. It's going to be tricky because parts of it are going to be underwater, but I don't have that much time at this point, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do make sure you hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed, then do consider subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.